Dear friends, today, we're stepping back in time to rediscover the magic of a nostalgic Christmas, wrapped in cozy vintage cottage charm. Imagine the soft glow of twinkle lights, the scent of pine and cinnamon, and the gentle hum of holiday memories filling every corner. In this video, we'll decorate a space that feels like Grandma's house at Christmas, warm, welcoming, and full of treasured traditions. Before we start decorating, let's talk about why this style resonates so deeply. Nostalgic Christmas decor brings us comfort. It reminds us of simpler times when handmade ornaments, family recipes, and candlelight meant everything. It's more than a style, it's an emotion, a heartfelt connection between past and present that makes our homes feel truly alive during the holidays. To begin, let's set the mood of our home. Choose a neutral, cozy backdrop, think creamy whites, soft beiges, or faded sage tones. These shades allow your vintage pieces to shine. Add gentle lighting with warm bulbs, flickering candles, and perhaps an old-fashioned lantern. This is where nostalgia starts to whisper through your space. Every nostalgic Christmas begins with the tree. For a truly vintage look, go for a slender, natural-style tree rather than a perfectly symmetrical one. Decorate it with classic glass ornaments, handmade garlands, dried orange slices, and ribbons in soft tones of blush, ivory, and muted gold. Let each ornament tell a story from Christmases past. Vintage cottage style thrives on texture. Layer soft knitted throws, quilted stockings, lace-edged linens, and velvet ribbons throughout the room. Add small touches like embroidered napkins or crochet snowflakes. Each piece should look like it has a history, something passed down or found in a beloved antique shop. Next, let's move to the mantel, where stories gather. Arrange vintage candlesticks, old postcards, weathered books, and sprigs of evergreen. Drape a soft garland and tie velvet ribbons at the ends for a romantic touch. For extra nostalgia, frame a black and white family photo and let it sit proudly in the center. No vintage cottage Christmas is complete without cozy nooks. Fill baskets with pine cones and knitted scarves, place a vintage sled by the entryway, and set up a small reading spot near the window with a plaid blanket and a cup of cocoa. These intimate details create the comforting rhythm of holiday warmth. While red and green are classics, the nostalgic palette can be softer. Think dusty rose, muted gold, faded mint, and antique white. These hues give your home an aged, lived-in feel. Mix them with natural materials like burlap, wood, and linen to balance the look between rustic and refined. Part of the joy of vintage Christmas decorating is the hunt. Visit thrift stores, flea markets, or even your attic to find pieces that tell a story, old teacups for candle holders, weathered picture frames, or antique ornaments with tiny imperfections. Remember, nostalgia isn't about perfection, it's about character and connection. Bring that same warmth into your kitchen. Hang copper pots, gingham towels, and wreaths made of dried herbs or cranberries. Display cookie cutters, glass jars filled with spices, and handwritten recipes. The kitchen becomes a heartwarming scene of tradition, where baking and laughter blend beautifully with the scent of holiday treats. Set your dining table as if your loved ones are about to arrive. Use a lace runner, mismatched china, and vintage silverware. Add candles and brass holders and scatter a few pine sprigs down the center. This tablescape should feel elegant yet approachable, like a cherished holiday dinner from the past brought back to life. The sensory details truly make nostalgia come alive. Play soft Christmas classics, think Bing Crosby or Nat King Cole. Let the scent of cinnamon sticks, pine, and freshly baked cookies fill your home. These layers of sensory nostalgia transform your decor into an emotional experience that warms every heart. You don't need to spend much to achieve this look. Create homemade ornaments from lace, buttons, and ribbon scraps, or handwrite tags with old-style calligraphy. Wrap gifts in craft paper and tie them with twine. These simple crafts connect your creative heart to the traditions that define Christmas charm. When the decorating is done, take a moment to turn off the overhead lights and let your space glow softly under the twinkle of the tree and the flicker of candles. This gentle illumination reveals the true soul of nostalgic Christmas decor. It's not just seen, it's felt. It's that magical glow that feels like home. As we close this nostalgic journey, remember, decorating for Christmas isn't just about trends, it's about creating emotion and memory. By mixing vintage treasures, soft light, and heartfelt details, you bring the warmth of the past into the present. This season, let your home tell a story of love, comfort, and timeless joy.